justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorn.
How much farther can I go?
Fallen members of the Emerald Enclave, casualties in the war against Ketheric Thorn years past.
Prayers, charms, battle cries. The Harper's work. They were primed for combat.
Ah, yes, the gods. Famously compassionate and concerned with mortal lives.
Hauliers and merchants wanted. Sail the silvery seas, gaze upon the gate. No experience required.
Here goes nothing.
North Rythwin, East Rythwin Tollhouse, South Moonrise Towers, West the Waning Moon. Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorn.
Use?
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news? Right enough.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Well then, let's not keep her waiting.
Praise the Absolute. In her name.
Plenty of supplies if you're running low, true soul.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of your appearance. As far as you can tell, it is a simple construct designed to provide additional security.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done. In her name, her design.
Business, not for us. The Absolute calls us all to her.
So this is the abode of our dear Absolute. It's about as cheerful as expected. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise.
You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul.
You do not deserve to live.
As the General's attention shifts to you, a memory stirs. A memory of this room, and his voice raised in anger.
I'm surprised to see you again, true soul. You are here to assist and not to meddle, I trust. I would remind you that while in my halls, you obey me, just as you would any other chosen. I'm sure you will enjoy watching my justice enacted. You have to take what pleasure you can, after all, in your diminished state.
His smirk says everything and nothing at once. I know exactly who you are, and I will never tell. You've stood afore this very throne before. In demand, not supplication. Many eyes in the room dart away when you try to meet them. Hells, they all know you. Even the dog knows you.
Better than you know yourself, it seems. But we are here to deal with these goblins, not to speak of your past. Kill them. Quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit! I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, let us take advantage of our surprising guest and their particular creative genius. I'm sure the results will send a clear message to the troops on the importance of discipline.
Of course, my lord. Thank you.
You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Do. Have fun. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! No! Please! Oh. Ah! Ah!
Done. Nice and neat. Now, let's report to the lovely Zrel.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have. He healed up a treat. He could enjoy your cuts forever and a day.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
My. Your lust for the neck pricker is succulent. I'd like to take a bite out of him myself. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
You feel her presence in your head again. She grips your mind, squeezing until your vision blurs with pain.
The General is the Absolute's chosen. Serving him is a great privilege, one that I'm beginning to doubt you deserve.
She's offering a way forward. You would be wise to play along.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, Disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. but don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot. The tower doesn't stink like an overstuffed cemetery, which means Balthazar hasn't returned. So why are you here instead of out there looking for him? Oh, good. I love answering questions. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. Have I not been clear? Find Balthazar, and more importantly, the relic he holds. Neither of which, you'll notice, are here.
Another step forward. Should mind my step. Might be useful.
Seen the view out west from the terrace? All those beasts camped under one banner. That's the Absolute's power. The General's power.
Hey, Trousseau. What's the word? Armies gathered outside. The General giving us marching orders. The Necromancer? The General won't leave one of his own behind. He might be the Absolute's chosen now, but he's still a soldier at heart.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Let's have a look. Swift as my feet can carry me. of the wrist. I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really. Maybe I need more pockets. What's hiding here? This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality. Maybe I can use it against him?
Assuming we can find it, anything that powerful will be protected.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
A goblet filled with the mutilated corpses of illithid parasites. Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them. Broken moon lantern catches your eye, its glow now snuffed out.
To put my hands on everything. No, never mind. Breathe deep and move. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. These boots have seen everything.
flesh still stings from her claws.
A great hunter to be feared.
At the ready.
Flesh.
For flesh.
Silence. We hunger, true soul. The Absolute promised us a feast of corpses, and still we starve. Foot flesh. Scraps. The real feast is below. They drop corpses down into the tunnels. Enough to feed an army of us. If the Absolute will not share her dead flesh, we will tear it from the backs of the living.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
You would never defeat a mind. No! Get away!
Shall we cut and run? Hungry for the slaughter. I'm ready.
On my way. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Watch your back. Yes, let's. Into the shadows.
Can't risk being in open view.
Hello, you.
Taking my time in the shadows.
Keep your blade close.
Looking ahead. this way before.
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar. Do you take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy. Safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember, but he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
There's nothing.
That might be worth a look at.
A letter from Cuthbert's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much. Good here, I hope.
Careful, I might. Not just a world to explore, but an entire cosmos.
No time to rest? I need a quick word.
Yes, soldier. You'd be the first of the General's soldiers brave enough to try. All right, that's enough.
Best be on my way. One down. Millions live.
The dance macabre.
Anything of use? Let's have a look at myself. How much farther can I go?
Melodia Thorn, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
Cutting to the chase.
Finally. Let's keep to the shore.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving ahead. Pave my path with corpses, build my castle with bones. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I received no word that a true soul is to ascend. You will turn around. Should the general learn you breached his private chapel, he will not be so merciful. Well, you will not be the first true soul the general has thrown from this spot.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Shall we cut and run? Feel their anguish.
Where do I go from here?
This feels good.
Can't even catch my breath.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Go for the throat.
Walk in death. Don't want to draw any attention. These boots have seen everything. Let's see what you're hiding. Well, that's interesting.
We are so close.
Softer than a whisper. Should mind my step. One day I'll catch a break. Let's be on my way. Wonder what's past this. With haste. This must have been quite a view. Once. Open up.
If you have coin, then show it. Took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself. She breaks her toys once she's done with them. Get moving, will you? You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. Ha! Bark, bark, like a warg pup you are. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Prove it! Who's singing your name? Looks like there's bite in you yet. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest. Slaughter well, true soul.
These boots have seen everything.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute, one way or another. How painful the path is, well, that's up to them. But look at me, preaching, and when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul?
That bugbear keeps looking over.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh? Ain't looking to convert, true soul. Gods mind their mess, I mind mine.
It's Roa you want. We only talk when you've misbehaved. You trying to get me in trouble?
I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
The disciple has returned upstairs, but perhaps she'll still see me.
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind. Of many parts, one whole. In her name, her design. They say the General cannot die. Perhaps that will be the Absolute's gift to us all.
I'm bound for the war camp. I'm no fighter, but perhaps she sees something I do not.
I'll take that.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the General doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
The Absolute, oh God! Belongs to everyone, Git. That's the point.
We're all friends, right? All one, under the Absolute.
Don't bloody feel like it all of a sudden.
Times are changing fast. Glad I'm here to see it.
I caught a glimpse of Ketherick and Sorel. Wouldn't have the gumption to stick my nose in, like you did, mind. We ought to head out now. Burn everything between here and the city.
I won't fail the Absolute like the others. Honest, I won't. I was always the smartest. I'm on my best behavior, I swear!
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Not for me to say. All I know is they're bloody useless round here. Yeah. They're deadweight. Not real believers, like us. Thank you, true soul. In her name. Right, pilgrims. You'll be scouting the perimeter of the war camp, looking for enemies.
But the shadows? It's death out there without a guide.
The shadows won't harm you, so long as you know your place in the Absolute's design.
Of course. Of course.
I've got the novices in hand, true soul. War camps, docks, plenty of work for those who serve her.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter, at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketherick has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gained. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else?
Don't let Jaheira catch you dawdling. Almost laughable that he sees himself fit to judge anyone. Did you learn anything about how we might defeat him? That's incredible news. I won't ask for the specifics as to how you uncovered that, but I'm grateful you've done whatever it takes. I can't believe there's an end in sight. Thank you.
No, you. You're... Twist him up.
It's you, our little idol thief from the Druid's Grove.
Sorry. It knocks the wind right out of me. I don't know how. I'd kill them all if I could. I just want my mum and Pops. We followed Zevlor out here. Then well, there was an ambush. Mum yelled, "Run!" So we ran. I could hear him run behind me. Till I couldn't. Still can't find him. But I bet you can. You'll help me, I just know it. That druid idol I took? It changed me. I can do all sorts of stuff now, not just the vines. I think real hard and say some loud words and then it happens. Mostly. Thanks, miss. I knew you'd help me again. The vines won't last forever. I don't suppose I can stay with you. Just till you find Mum and Pops. I won't be any trouble, I swear it. No way. I mean, I'm sure you think that. But you ain't seen what I seen. I don't trust no one sides myself no more. Save 3. Mum, Pops, and you. Take me in. I won't make a peep. Cross my heart and hope to die. Oh, thanks. You're the best. So you send Mum and Pops there. I'll be waiting, hero lady. Can I touch your face?
No.
You're no fun.
No.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops? Well, hurry. They gotta be somewhere, and I don't want them worrying. Then I'll teach you to conjure those vines. So, what were you before you were this?
There is no before.
So you've always been a bone man?
In a sense.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark she went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which she herself fed. Ah, greed, my favorite virtue. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Don't be absurd. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long, tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. Believe me, I am not telling you half of what I know. You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
Hello, beautiful. I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Fret not. My soul is quite safe. I am not about to swap one master for another. Even though he's using me, I'm using him too. What do I care about this orphan's life?
Would you look at this place? Such a pastoral escape. Free of predators, annoyances, obligations. One, accepted of course. We made a bargain, sweet stuff, and I've come to collect.
Zerel, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Thorn's will alone. Not wanted, not needed. Leave. This place is not for you. Go no farther. The work must not be interrupted. Away! All is at hand. Your presence is not required. Not wanted. Not needed. Leave.
An open tomb. Empty. Not ominous in the slightest.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Sosun Elg Oloth.
So, this is where Isabel was resting, before Daddy Ketherick brought her... Oh, nothing. Either the trap's broken or someone's already disarmed it.
Moonrise Towers. It makes the urge hiss within. It was part of your disgrace. But how? Ketherick lost his daughter, but the bastard knows why you lost everything. Ketherick, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours. Ketherick, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding.
That disc looks like it can move. A way forward? Pave my path with corpses.
Dedicated to the goddess Shah. Which probably isn't good news. This temple certainly is grand. Well, it's a rundown bearing the weight of centuries sort of grand, which is my favorite kind, incidentally.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
You plunder.
You meddle.
You upset my plans. Leave.
Bones! They are more than bones.
More than flesh. More than skin, blood, hair, and piss. They are more. They are mine. Now leave before... Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin. Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Let's have some courage. Quickly.
won't take me yet. Can't even catch my breath. Think you can take me on?
There's blood in the air. You're mine. Spill some blood.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Hurry inside, or your racket is liable to. Rancid donkey scrotum! The quakes herald the shadows. It's already too late. Trespasser. Merkel's fat lapdog.
They won't know what hit them.
Let us make short work of this.
Lies before me.
It would be a kindness to put an end to your follies. Shall live to regret this.
They're dying for me. All of them. Light on my feet. haste. There's a friendly looking shadow.
Make it hurt.
slow down. Picked the wrong fight, friend.
Over here. The subtle bridge.
No time for mercy.
Let's go. Yes.
Kill, kill, kill again.
Finally, we can talk face to face. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased. General Thorm? Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Zarel merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it.
It comes back to you. Balthazar headed a monastic order that controlled a place called Ankethran in the deserts of Kalimshan, but he is long dead from what you recall.
Oh, him. Yes, I decided to take his name for myself. After taking his rib bones. Suits me better, I think. But enough idle chatter. Keep to the matter at hand. You do know what's at stake here, yes? I do not cower. I plan, I command, I create. General Thorm trusts me. He knows I will deliver. He knows I will stand by him long after all others wilt and fall. You, Zarel, all the rest. You have only one body with which to serve. I have as many as I care to make. Interesting and private. Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my creations kill you right now, thief. Zarel exceeds her authority. But fine. I'll overlook your transgressions this time. There are much grander things at stake. The Night Song is my finest creation. If I never exceed myself, I will still die happy. Not that I ever intend to do something as gauche as truly dying, of course. Now, given your prying nature, I have work for you as a scout. The Night Song lends the General his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it. and spoil the surprise? I think not. But let's just say that the Night Song was a unique specimen even before I began my work. Words, even my words, are woefully insufficient. When you see for yourself, you will understand. I do not need you or your help, but you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The Night Song is close, but the way is barred, and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded, or fallen. My creations need tending to. Not that it's any of your concern. This one's broken. He once tormented me as a youth, lifetimes ago. Now he serves me forever. No rest for you yet, Mikan. You will serve me until I am satisfied. Fine. I will assign flesh to aid you on your way. Ring this bell, and he will come. My brother is no intellectual powerhouse, but he is strong, loyal, and punctual. Should a fight turn against you, remember the bell. In part, yes. My poor unborn twin. Mother always resented me for it, said I strangled him in the womb. If you can believe such tripe. Besides, once I developed my powers, I fetched him from the graveyard and brought him back. Gave him a new, better body. Alas, Mother was not pleased. We're still close. She's in a jar on the shelf over there. What the? Give me back my mother this instant! I gave you a chance, mother thief! Fool! You think striking down my body will be the end of me?
Let's turn someone inside out. Time to move.
One down. Minions mid.
The death's macabre.
Here we go again.
This feels good.
Chambers of Penance.
So much blood. What the hells has been happening here? There's something out there. I can feel it.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you. A new arrival, then. You burrowed too deep, little rabbit. I would sniff you out in an instant. Prey like you always has a most distinctive scent. It's like there's something else, almost hidden by your fear stink. Cherries. Musk. And sulfur. Raphael! I can smell him all over you. Where is he? Lies! My nose would recognize him anywhere. That perfume trickster swindled me. Trapped me. Perhaps this is true of the mundane traps you know. But I am held here by something stronger. Words. A contract penned by that deceitful slug, Raphael. Where is he? Spit it out. Now!
What are you doing? The devil told us to kill this thing, so let's stop chatting and kill it.
Bargaining, are you? A Karator warlord once tried the same. I made him watch as I ate his concubines in young, then fashioned a codpiece from his skull. Besides, I told you already, I'm bound to this place. Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave. Maybe you'll find a crossbow bolt down your throat easier to manage. You wouldn't say that if you truly knew his mind. Just listen to the terms he gave me. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each right. Wander Shah's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justice here, alive to obey. Leave none to hear it, then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear Swear it to me!
Well, that explains where all the Dark Justiciars went.
That's it.
So he's the one who slaughtered the Justiciars. Can we kill him now? Because if he doesn't die, then Raphael won't tell me a damn thing about my scars.
Asking why doesn't get me paid. Hunting and killing does. Raphael mentioned something about an Asima. Meant nothing to me. I did my part. I filled these halls with ghosts. But Raphael's playing some other game. One that involves stiffing me. Anyway, enough prattle. The lyrics are clear. All who hear the song must die. Time to die. I'll have both, if I wish. I spent a century roaming these halls. I spilled every drop of Dark Justiciar blood that there was to spill. And you think you can do better? Go on then. I'll enjoy watching you fail. But try to run, and you will regret it. I may be trapped here, but I'm not without friends. If you break your word, they'll hunt you down and make your final moments a symphony of agony.
I hope you're not serious about helping that Hell's Beast. We made a deal with Raphael. His destruction for the secrets written on my back. All right. If you say so.
You're supposed to be searching these ruins, little rabbit. Given up already?
Can we please kill it this time?
Give it a decade, or 10. Then you'll know it like the back of your hand. Though in truth, you won't have that long. Not even close. Suggestions. Ha! So much for your superior hunting skills. I suggest you think twice before pestering me, or our truce may end prematurely. I caught the scent of that bloated carcass already. He's no more alive than the Dark Justiciars down here. He is not the answer. He is not my prey.
A bed made of corpses. Disgusting and uncomfortable.
Don't touch me. Silence. Points for style, but certainly not for comfort.
Blasted song.
A tangle of corpses gape at you, lifelessly.
The tusk finished in attack. Exploded. Scattered. Prepare.
spell's power wanes, you can ask no more questions.
Aid, Master. Fulfill the hunt. Nothing more, nothing less.
You sense little else in the American's skull. No personality, no thoughts, just raw obedience.
Master's coffers. Tend to his beast. Feed it potions. Keep it charmed.
It seems this Merrigan is using potions to charm a beast on behalf of its master. The desire is there, but it doesn't have any potions to give. Though its posture is defensive, its eyes are soft. The beast is in love. A few Merrigans and an orphan. Could the beast really be infatuated with one of these creatures? There are too many prints. You cannot tell them apart. But only for a moment. It's not your affection it craves. The beast shudders, a moment of pleasure, before it retreats out of reach.
What business do you have in my master's den? I am my master's heart chosen.
You smell sour milk and rot on its breath. This creature has been eating charmed spider meat.
I remember. Quick flesh, hot blood. Before Master, my prey was alive. False Master, hind-legged liars all! I'll shred you! Bold words, prey, but I kill who I please.
Let's spill some blood.
Come on. Can't stay idle. Best be on my way.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Form up ranks! Don't let anything get past you!
Need to find a way forward.
Neither seen nor heard. Stepping softly.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Fight's gotten stale, Hobbit. Stop embarrassing yourself!
On my way. All is ashen meat. On my way.
Blasted song.
I want to have a word.
It seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
I still hear the song, which means you've achieved nothing. Keep looking, or I'll decorate every corner of this place with pieces of you.
Can we please kill it this time?
You'd imagine wrong. Nessa is as loyal as can be. Do not provoke her. I am her master. All others are a potential meal. Curious? No. Effective. A hunter needs to ensure his tools are dependable. Ensuring Nessa's loyalty is as important as having sharpened blades and an oiled crossbow. What's the point in having lackeys if I have to do everything myself? The quartermaster makes sure that Displacer's meals are properly seasoned. Yes. Your point. See my quartermaster. It may have some spare potions to sell you. Let you experiment for yourself. Ah! For a moment, I thought you were going to challenge me. Wise that you didn't.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Hello, my sweet. The Orphan is nothing. I'll have my satisfaction when Raphael makes good on his word. Thank you for helping me. It was very kind.
Well-chewed spider carcass oozes on the ground. Fresh bite marks, an old puncture wound, and a faint pulse of something not entirely natural. The teeth of the predator are curved, pointed, and have sunk in deep. Some sort of feline. There appears to be nothing out of the ordinary. Sulfur, decay, and a thin whiff of something unexpectedly fragrant. hot bile rising in your throat as your body breaks into a sweat. Your vision blurs and your legs threaten to give in. Your groin feels strangely warm.
You are absolutely vile. Gods above.
Carcass continues to leak. Your guts cramp, your stomach churns, and your nerves burn with a pain that would almost be pleasurable were it not so savage.
Well, that's what you get for being greedy.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Do you? Well, let us not leave you in suspense then. You are right. She is. Something malign? Huh. Or some blessing of Seluna, perhaps. I do not know what restored Isabel's life to her, but I can see what she is doing with it. If she wished to see us drowned in darkness, Isabel needn't have lifted a finger. Instead, she holds out her hand. I choose to take it. I choose to trust. And not just because I have no other choice. And now we are the best of friends. You see? The power of trust. When I find myself needing a reminder of just who Isabel Thorm is, I simply step outside and look up. She'll extend that protection to you too if you see her. You've shown me how well you can sniff out secrets. I'd like to see you turn that nose upon Ketheric Thorm.
Don't let Jaheira catch you dawdling.
Her breath catches. You notice a barely perceptible shudder run through her body.
An unfortunate coincidence. I hope never to meet the wicked man who hemorrhaged shadows over this peaceful village.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yurgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact, his wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him, but he has his uses, so instead I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes. As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do? The idea definitely has appeal. I could get rid of the worm in my head and still walk in the sun. I'd finally be free of the hunger. And if I'm the key to this deal of Cazador's, perhaps I can turn this to my advantage. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me. Thank you. I did miss that face, you know. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he'd perform the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate. Do you have a moment? I think we need to talk. Something like that, except not that at all. Look, I had a plan. A nice, simple plan. Seduce you, sleep with you, manipulate your feelings so you'd never turn on me. It was easy. Instinctive. Habits from 200 years of charming people kicked in. All you had to do was fall for it. And all I had to do was not fall for you. Which is where my nice, simple plan fell apart. You're incredible. You deserve something real. I want us to be something real. Of course they did. That's the problem. Or part of it. Being close to someone, any kind of intimacy, was something I performed to lure people back for him. Even though I know things between us are different, being with someone still feels tainted. Still brings up those feelings of disgust and loathing. I don't know how else to be with someone. No matter how much I'd like to. Really? Why, that almost sounds like a challenge. Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what comes next. But I know that this is nice. Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Can we? I suppose we can. How could I say no? Delicious. Can't get enough. I'm not surprised. You are perfect. Every time. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim. Not a target. Not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be?
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.